Just takes a small spark to start a massive fire, guys.
The shot that light up the world.
They've definitely started channels to do it, so keep on the lookout for it.
Oh yeah, mine's a 2008 and it hauls anything. Scrap metal is kind of funny because that's exactly what I was doing too. So it made it all the way to Ottawa. It'll make it all the way home, I'm sure.
That's good. We're just so inspired by what the Canadians have done. It's amazing. It should really be an American movement, but you guys have really stepped it up. We're so proud of you. Thank you.
Maybe not without a little help from Kirsten and Logan, but you know.
Do you have any insight onto why? Like, I'm surprised that the America hasn't like react. It just feels like they're not really reacting to this like the other countries are. I don't know. It's great to have support from Americans on these channels, but I don't know. I'm just surprised. They usually lead with this stuff.
Well, actually, me and my sweetheart were talking about that just today, because we've seen the unity, the love, and everything good of Canada down here in Ottawa. But you all have to remember, too, that we've only got 30-something million people, right? You guys got over 330-something million over there, so it's a lot harder to just bring out the good people with good morals and values all at one time like we did here, whereas you guys, you have so much people, it's always going to be a clash of beliefs or this person or that person. It's just a lot harder, right?
Trinket, my Ford Ranger was that too. She just kept going. I don't know. I tried to kill her. Like, honestly, I ran her to the ground, but she just wouldn't die.
Are we talking about my girlfriend or truck still?
I agree. Yeah, Truck Driver. That's right. We're kind of amazed that it's not happening here. Unfortunately, anytime real Americans, freedom fighters, try to do something here, it gets overran by BLM and Antifa, and it gets thrown in the trash because of them. They ruin it.
Hello, this is Addie on Convoy East. I have an announcement. Everyone in the downtown core has had food. They had so much extra food that they donated to all the downtown homeless shelters, and there has been an offer for making of 500 more sandwiches, and told that they were not needed. Please do not make 500 more sandwiches. So everyone has food. If you, for some reason, are downtown and you have not been fed and you are hungry, please reach out. We know where to go to get you food.
Plus, in our Constitution, the first clause says that none of our rights are absolute, so that's been kind of a problem too.
Not only that, but the organizers for the convoy to DC are focused on saving Canada first, so they're pushing U.S. truckers to help Canada before we do anything for the most part. But then the other people are organizing, so it's kind of a confusion and a cluster right now.
I don't know.
It's also harder to get everyone out of their homes and able to get to those spots, I find, um, which has been a big problem because if you think about it, if the 2.3 showed up to Ottawa in person physically, think about all the people that weren't able to show up. That's a lot of support. That's probably a lot more than 2.3 mil. That is for sure.
Yep, change the spark plugs when you change your oil. You know, simple things.
Not only do we wash statues and clean up garbage, shovel their sidewalks, and make sure everything is well kept, we're also donating food to the homeless so they can eat. What else can you say?
It's at least 1 million, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you pay attention to the non-mainstream media, you can really see the support that's happening from regular Canadians. It looks like more than half of people there in your country are actually supporting this movement.
No, I'm telling you, you guys are doing the job of the city, and they're complaining about the bill of the police. I say we take that police bill, split it between all our provinces, get them to pay all of that, and you guys get paid for all the work you're doing in the city, because those streets have never been so nicely plowed.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just to go back to what sorry, I don't know who that was. Um they said if they should go to DC or Ottawa, can American drivers cross the border to go there? Like I don't know why I don't understand. Like I
And on that note, I just want to remind everybody to check the Weather Network. I know not everybody's from Ottawa or check stuff like that for this local region, but there is some incoming snow going to be happening here within the next little while. So be ready for that on prepping, dressing nice and warm when you go down within the next few days here, and make sure you have a good time and help out if you can.
No, same vaccine mandates going both ways.
Technically, guys, you didn't hear it from me, but it's not that hard to get over. I just had my sweetheart literally just print out a duplicate of the vaccine, and you just put it in the Arise can, and they don't even ask you anything about it. The border guys really don't care that much, is what people are making them out to be.
Yeah, it's different for truckers though. It's an official documentation.
Sorry, guys, I had to do that to bump the comments up. Some people can be pretty ignorant.
Yeah, I don't think we should promote that kind of stuff. You can get in trouble for that. That's,
10-4, I do what I can do.
Sorry to interrupt, but Douglas T, can we please not put any fear mongering in here? I will let it slip this time, but if you keep doing that, I'm gonna have to block you.
I could not agree more with you. I think that the Ottawa police did it wrong. They should, like I said, they should have just flipped the bill to Trudeau, because their point is, this is not our mandates. You're protesting the federal government. You're on our streets, though. So it makes no sense. I'm completely against it. I'm just understanding the logic they're giving, even though I don't agree with it. Just, yeah, send Trudeau the bill.
I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm speaking so much, but it's very inspiring of what you guys are doing, and this channel in particular is great, where I can have a real conversation with real Canadians, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, brother, you don't have to apologize. We enjoy the conversations.
If you look up the Convoy to DC, they're organizing funding through Give, Send, Go and GoFundMe for that, but they're supporting Canada first before U.S. The organizer is Denby Morgan, and it's happening. That's the organizer that's doing that. So.
For crying out loud, I was around for the riots of the last Stanley Cup winning. Nobody talked about charging the folks that were out in the streets for all the damage that was done.
Going back to the one about DC as well, if we had as many as we did for January 6th, I'm pretty sure that we can get this going for the convoy for DC. I don't have any doubt in my mind that it's not going to happen.
It's a message to Convoy South. Anybody still listening to Convoy South for updates on the current Ottawa situation and or home bases for Ottawa, the channel has switched over to Convoy South 401/416. All information is available there, up to date. This channel is no longer active. Is active, but no longer actively being monitored or updated on current information. Thank you.
Guys, I want to advocate to not using GoFundMe just based on what is happening to the funds in Canada right now. And Tamara Lick looks like she might have run off with trucker money right now. So don't look at GoFundMe, please.
That's a good point.
I just want to also say that the Tragically Hip are known vaccinators, and they don't support the freedoms and rights of our Canadian citizens. So you might want to be mindful of who you're listening to on the radio, guys.
That sucks, because we even like Tragically Hip down here.
Tragically Hip isn't a thing anymore, is it?
Did I hear that right? That Tamara's gone missing and took the money from GoFundMe?
I'm going to trump that up to a troll, and I have removed them. Tamara is down there. Everyone is fine. Everything is fine. GoFundMe is fine. Let's keep the fear mongering out of here, please, guys.
I know the organizer for the DC, they did Give, Send, Go, and GoFundMe in case one of the accounts has issues. They have another one to fall back on. But as I said before, they're helping Canada first before anything.
Yeah, I gave that no credence at all.
Yeah, I know we've had at least 10,000 from Texas that went up there to help, and there's 5,000 from California, all kinds of numbers. That our truckers went up there to help first. That's awesome.
I've been married twice. I've been practicing to get rid of trolls forever.
All right, guys, I'm going to sign off for the night here and get some warm snow pants in the morning when I get to Ontario, and head back down and get some more footage and everything. I'll definitely try a couple of those suggestions you guys made tonight, and let's keep up the positivity, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow.
That's a trucker brotherhood and sisterhood right there, man.
I also want to give a big shout out to the TikTok world for actually helping a lot with that. Since the lockdowns and everything, and us all getting to communicate between America and Canada, we've got to learn a lot about each other that we have been ignorantly taught about each other that is not right. Or we just have not been taught about each other properly, or whichever. And we're now learning a lot about each other, and there's been a lot of times where the community of America on TikTok has told us, if you need us, call us, we'll come, we're ready to help you guys fight. And we called, and America's come through. They've sent quite a lot of people our way, and rest assured, when we're done ours, we're definitely going there.
That's a huge 10-4.
I don't think anybody expected Canada to do this. We're, known as the polite country, the quiet country, and for us to step up like this, and the truckers to put their foot down and do all this, it really caught the attention of everybody, and it's really, really refreshing and nice to see U.S. helping us out, backing us up. So U.S. truckers, you rock. You really rock. Thank you.
I don't know who gave us a bad name down here in the U.S., but we've always, in Indiana, we've always talked good about going to Canada, and we've never really heard anything bad about you guys, so I don't understand who's teaching that, but it's definitely not here in Indiana.
I agree, Sparkle Mama. They've tried to divide us for a long time. We're on the same continent. We should be loving each other, but that's all we've ever heard is Canadians are super polite and kind, and it is amazingly surprising that you guys have stepped up and done what you've done, and we're behind you 100%. We love it.
Hey, Indiana. I have family down in Carmel, Indiana.
Hey, that's awesome. I do too. I tell you, I've been up to Toronto and I've been to London, Ontario, and you guys have beautiful country up there, that's for sure.
I've been to a lot of states, traveled through in the trailer, in our on our motorbike. Anybody I've ever met anywhere in the states has been just awesome as well. They're great, great people for sure.
Jay Cots, could you post a link for that? I'm just reading the texts.
I'll tell you what, going to Canada is very peaceful, but coming back, not so peaceful. I think everybody from the U.S. knows that coming back isn't always fun.
Right. Try driving to Alaska and back. It's not fun.
I got in an accident. A taxi driver hit us up in Toronto. Talk about you guys had really good Mounties in Toronto. We had a good time. We had a car full of alcohol we just bought at the store, not even opened, and I was 18 at the time and all my friends were 21. And they were gracious. They drove us back to the hotel and everything. It was pretty cool.
Did you have to share some of the liquor?
No, but they got a good laugh out of it for sure. It was so crazy. There was a two turn lanes turning left. We were in the one on the right side, the right left turn lane, and the taxi driver, when the light turned green, decided to go straight instead and cut us off, and the taxi driver's car went on its side, and the front tire ended up being so broke down that we couldn't go anywhere, so the guy in the taxi jumped out and started running away, but we all just sat there and was like, what the heck? And we just started laughing.
In case anyone is on here that was not earlier, I am heading downtown tomorrow. I will be on Wellington, so if anybody needs anything, those little things you don't want to ask through the big channels, pack of gum, bottle of ginger ale, whatever it is, me and my daughter would be more than thrilled to go and help you guys out.
Evie, are you going down to Lyon and Wellington where we have 7 or more members from Convoy East?
I am going to go wherever I am needed. My daughter is so excited. She kept saying, the truckers are coming, the truckers are coming. And now you guys are here, and she would love nothing more to go and meet you guys. So yeah, I'll be wherever you tell me. There are truckers that are going to be more than happy to see my daughter.
I think it also goes to show how important what we're doing here is right now, because my girl's actually from Michigan, well, a little bit north of Michigan, in Detroit there, but she came over here for the first time and was blown away because she just kept on meeting up impolite people that were just angry and frustrated from being locked up all the time, and she was just mind blown away, thinking, well, I thought all Canadians were nice. So we're just grateful that we were able to show her true Canada and how polite and courteous and caring we could actually be up here.
Evie, definitely go to Lyon and Wellington and find Supa and give him a big, huge bear hug.
That's a great big 10-4.
That's definitely good. Definitely have to be mindful of, you know, people's situations when they're not happy, for sure.
Now, on that note, it might be easier if I know what he's driving. Now, I know it's a rig, but which one?
Sorry, did someone say there was 10,000 truckers from Texas? Is that like a verified number?
I heard there were 10 million who drove from Hawaii.
Somebody block that guy. You're definitely not going to get verification on the MSM, that's for sure.
Amen.
Are they heading to Ottawa as well, or somewhere else?
Yeah, no, as far as I know, they were heading to Ottawa or they were heading to the border to block borders.
What's the word on this weekend? Are people, is there gonna be another meetup in Ottawa?
I think the blocking the borders thing is kind of confusing the message. I have trouble explaining that to my whole Alberta. I support them, but I don't know. Kind of counter to what I thought this was. Yes, yes. Where is he?
Well, the biggest movement out of all of this is that it'll basically show the people that don't know what's going on that your government would rather watch you guys all starve instead of give your freedoms back, which is a very important thing for people that are sleeping to understand that your government is not for you and they're not for freedom, which is very important in this movement.
Hi, my name is Steph. I'm from Northern Ontario. Pleased to meet everybody officially.
KO, like everybody thinks Justin Trudeau is making the mandates. No, it's fucking Doug Ford. Like, what?
Nice to meet you too. I was really hoping you were going to come in and be Dee Dee's evil twin or something like that. It would have been unreal. Two of him. Jeez.
All mandates are provincial.
Do you guys genuinely believe that the mandates aren't made to try to help keep people safe? Do you think it's all nefarious?
Get this Gene guy out of here. Get out of here, Gene.
If you look at the patents, it talks about nanochips in these vaccines. There's no way that this is a healthy vaccine. There's graphene oxide. It's right in the.
Well, Eevee, Umbreon happens to be one of my favorite Pokemon, so I'm happy. I just get so many questions because of the why at the end, so it's just gotten to be the way I introduce myself. Man, she's got trigger finger, like, whoa, she's quick at booting them trolls.
I don't know. Logan, do you? You guys still with us? Merle. Well, here comes Johnny with it.
And he's off to the rodeo.
Nail him in the left, nail him right, right. Come on. Let me get you right. Step right. Get off stage. No. Piss me off. Trucking jerk. Get on my nerves.
If you guys can hear me on here, they've pretty much shut down this channel. I know it kind of, it's a bit of a bummer. Um,
Amazing. Keep it coming. That's pretty cool.
this channel was for logistics, so most of the mods have left. Um, they've kept it open in case anyone needs any assistance, but in the meantime, I'm not even sure how to do that, like open it up to make it a trusted. I'd have to have one of the main mods come in. I'm just here for support to bump the trolls out, basically. If you give me a minute, I've got all the channels on my list here. I'll try and open them up and see what I can find that has open chat.
I'm not sure if there's anybody on here for Convoy East, but I'm starting something down here in Nova Scotia. I can't text or talk, so if somebody could let me in to either text or talk, that would be greatly appreciated.
Unfortunately, we don't have any access to that channel. The channels are all independent and independently operated. So, to be honest, I don't know what to tell you.
No, I understand that, but I just was reaching out to anybody that was on Convoy East.
Wow.
I know, eh? I like this. Like shooting fish in a barrel.
Uh, Sunshine, stop. S11JO88, you are seeking fuel. Can you tell me your location, please?
You okay, Mama?
Yeehaw! That's my favorite Goofy song.
Yeah, sorry about that. What monument is it?
All right, well, before the music comes back on, I will bid you guys farewell for the night, and I will see you guys in the morning. Can I get a Hong Kong?
Hey, Snarf. Yeah, fair point, man. Well, I've got kids. I've got two kids as well. I understand. I'm sort of at a crossroads, between playing nice and complying all this time to a point where it's like frustration and just sort of enough is enough. But yeah, I hear you. We were there. We just came back today to pick up the kids actually and go back. And so, yeah, I also want them to be a part of this. I also want them, my daughter is now 14. She kind of sees social media and questions everything that's going on, and she's quite on the opposite side because of her surroundings. So I just want her to see, like, who we are, the type of people that we are there, and to your point, working with the city, when I say city, I mean civilians, is helps to get the message across. It's difficult to swallow.
Wow, that was fucking boring.
Okay, Chad.
Mods, you're doing a great job. Love this channel.
Yeah, this is by far the best channel that I'm a part of, and I really want to thank the mods for keeping it under control.
It is so nice to hear, like, genuinely dissenting opinions talked about so respectfully.
Good evening, everybody on the channel. I just want to make an announcement that we are closing the channel at 11 p.m. and we will be opening it up again tomorrow at 8 a.m. Thank you to everybody that's been over here in a decent matter for information only. We appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a wonderful channel. My gosh, try that plus Convoy or all those other ones. They're just inundated with trolls. It's ridiculous.
Who are you looking for, buddy?
I find it hilarious at times. I mean, I don't take offense to it, but some of the lines are pretty cracky.
I would agree, and it's so much worse knowing that there's people in there with their kids, and there's no real truckers in there. Not that I have ever seen. It's just people supporting other people and saying, go truckers, and honk your horns for the kids, and the kids are hearing some horrible stuff in there.
I gotta say that that stupid Zone song, it's got a chuckle out of me once or twice. It's just, they time it so well sometimes.
Okay, we're right back at you here with our special guest, Bubbles, and get right to the next question here. Do you stand for what's going on here? Well, absolutely, buddy. I believe full-heartedly that Mr. Trudeau could take a big hydraulic sock on my pipe, and yeah, this is bullshit all around. Like, good that he brought into the country some weed and we're able to participate in that now without having to end up in jail. But no, this is 100% bullshit. Absolutely bullshit. There's no reason for it. There's no need of it. Well, tell me, Bubbles, are you single still? Well, Jesus Christ, buddy, why do you gotta say still? Like, maybe I had a lady friend or something there. Yeah, I got my kitties and they're keeping me company, but I'm still out there in the market. You never know. One of those dating sites there, I sign up and I could get hooked up right away there. I'm sure there's ladies that would fancy a sharp-looking gentleman like myself there with, I'm not bad looking. I got a nice hairdo and stuff there, and I'm always with a clean shirt. So, yeah, I think I got a chance there. You don't really got to say still. That's kind of rude. But, all right, sorry there. Sorry. You want to take a break now? We're going to get back to the music. Yeah, that sounds like pretty good music there. Get up and stomp your toes and feet and stuff there, like they're doing the Newfoundland jig, like the boys are doing. That's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe someday I could learn that too.
Pat Rat, did you say you're from Texas?
Yes, sir. Yeehaw.
Are you actually in Ottawa? Did you come up with that Texas convoy that came up, I believe, yesterday?
Oh, no. I'm supporting you from Fort Worth. I just love what you Canadians are doing. It's just amazing, the support that I see that you guys are doing, and it's quite disheartening that we're not doing it here. I know there's rumors of plans of it happening, but I'm just so inspired by what you guys are doing. It's awesome.
I do believe there is a Facebook page already started in the U.S. with over 100,000 people as in within the last few days.
I also have been watching the world news just to keep you all up on it a bit. And there's 5 countries that have started their own convoys. There are multiple countries that are now in unbelievable support. Unbelievable the things they are saying. In love and respect for us all, it is absolutely the most proud time of my life to be a Canadian truck driver.
I agree. Have you seen what they're doing?
Yeah, it's amazing. I see the stuff all around the world, but you guys are really amazingly supportive of everybody on the overpasses on the side of the road, and everything is just so inspiring. We're so proud of you guys.
Courage is contagious, guys, and whenever you're ready, we'll be right here as long as there's a road to bring us there to support you back.
When are we going to do the anthem like you guys did yesterday? That was awesome.
The one question I have is how many hookers are going to be missing after this weekend?
I think we should be honking the anthem. I think everyone should, at 12 o'clock in Ottawa tomorrow, honk the national anthem, O Canada. I think that would be really impactful.
Hey guys, by the way, my wife and I spent all day today doing our regular stuff, going in and out of stores, maskless, and not one person said anything. A few looks, but not one person said anything. Unlike any other day where we would have heard it, you know, within 10 feet of walking in. So it's getting around.
Hey mods, I'm going to be signing off soon. If you could please continue to forward that list of supplies that we need here on the ground. And for anyone who's going to be in Ottawa tomorrow, it would be greatly appreciated if you were to come out, help us shovel the snow, because as you know, the capital does not have funding apparently to shovel and plow the snow right in front of Parliament. So again, any supplies from that list would be greatly appreciated, and I'm going to be signing off soon. Have a great night.
Thank you, Sonia. Have a great night.
Thank you, Sonia, for everything. Good job.
Thank you, Sonia, and I have a copy of that list. Have a wonderful night.
All right, Sonia, thank you.
Which one of you guys is going to fuck that crying kid first?
In terms of the honking the old Canada, believe me, I tried several times. It's really not as easy as it sounds.
No, man, I play music, and you imagine trying to get a bunch of amateurs together to time that out?
I have heard one trucker that actually has the horn that plays the O Canada tune. It's amazing.
Okay, I've been trying to say this for a little bit. I heard the comment about cleaning the Terry Fox statue, and as great as that is for trying to undo what has been done, please, please don't scrub statues. It kills the layer of wax that is on the statues and causes more harm from environmental damage. And as much as you're trying to rehabilitate what you've done, it's doing bad things.
It's unreal.
Oh, Lordy.
Can't be held accountable for others' actions. All we can do is try to make it better, right? If you'd like, I'm sure we can organize and put a fresh layer of wax on them for you.
Like, I'm pretty sure some guys scrubbing it with paper towels is not as bad as, like, the weather we've been having. Like, come on. Don't do that.
Yeah, let's not give them any room, guys. No matter what we do, there are always going to be people who find something or a flaw in it to just try to condemn us. So just leave the negativity out of it and just let them feel that they're getting their word through, but it's not going to affect us in any way.
Hey, I don't know that that was a full troll, though. I used to work in restoration at a museum, And we would do like gravestone restorations and like help clean up the cemetery in my hometown. And you did have to be really careful about what you were using because it did get easily damaged. I don't know if a statue is the exact same, but there's a little bit of truth to that, maybe.
I think maybe this channel should be more concentrated on what we're talking about instead of the monotonous stuff that we're talking about right now. It just doesn't.
Yeah, as for that, it was just a troll about the statue. The only thing that happened to the statue is it had a sign put in between its arms, and it had a flag wrapped around it. There was no vandalism done to it.
The flag was upside down.
What I think they were trying to say is that afterwards, some of the truckers and some of the supporters were rubbing the statue to trying to clean it up, and that can wear away the wax, and then it can make the statue degrade a little bit faster. So I think that's where they were coming from. Not that the truckers or anyone did anything to harm the statue when they were fixing the statue. They were rubbing it, and that's not good for the statue. I think it wasn't a troll, but I'm not sure. So.
Yeah, so to the person who said the flag was upside down, it doesn't matter if the flag was sideways, okay? An upside down flag means a country in distress.
But that's the point. You're talking about cleaning a statue. They're not statue cleaners. It was the point that they were cleaning it off.
I totally agree with Brian. You made two good points each time you talked, man. Totally.
Yeah, I agree. Good point.
Sorry, we'll just leave it after this. It's just so silly. Like, even if you take that video as like a bunch of guys with towels, like rubbing the statue, they weren't using like industrial strength, like cleaner, like they weren't wearing down a statue. Like, it was either nothing or a good. Like, it's so stupid. I just won't have this argument.
I think people are just nitpicking right now, and we're starting to lose the focus on the big picture of why truckers are there, the whole purpose of it. And with a few minutes left, I will wish you all a good night. And go truckers, go. Love you all. Thank you.
What she said exactly. It's just nitpicking. Like,
Amen. Well said. Just keep in mind that troll is laughing and listening to us right now. Talk about it. It did exactly what they were supposed to do, is get us off track.
I was going to say the same thing, Pat. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what these guys do. Even if you block them, it's like one little sentence kind of derails the whole thing. But, yeah, sorry, I forgot the name, but the one guy made two great points there. So.
Yeah, I believe it was Brian, the guy with the email there. But yeah, let the trolls come in. You know what? We got a good group here, a good crew of mods, good diversity of people listening and supporting. So I think we can keep everything on the right track.
It's like we have a bunch of polite trolls tonight, something I haven't seen yet.
Right? They're kind of funny, be honest with you. They're coming in and acting like real people for a while and then saying something silly.
Hey guys, we're so divided. You know, we how do you address this? Only by talking can you. You know, we only have peace that we can work with here, peace and talk. And how do we meet middle ground? Well, you got to talk. I mean, what do you do, man?
Oh, Canada.
Nope.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing about that troll stuff. It's like, that was the first time where I saw one come in and he's like, yeah, I just kind of sat around here and waited a minute. And I kind of like what you guys are saying, you know? So that was kind of funny and, yeah, surreal to see.
well, I'm like, I don't want to grade on, like I said it before, I don't want to grade on the other moderators and the other channels because they're doing what they can. They're getting inundated or with trolls or whatever, but it's like, let's just answer this person back. Like, I don't want to give them a leeway on that, but it's just like, let's just talk about this one thing. They tend to shut people down before they answer a lot of legitimate questions, I guess.
Yeah, and like I was telling you, a lot of these groups, even the moderators that I work with here, we've grown close, but we've never actually met each other. So the problem in those groups is they grew fast and they also just picked whoever to be moderators. And there were some of them that were trolls, played their cards right, and now they have the power to block people and all those different functions and stuff. So that was the real problem. And then people come on the group and go, hey, why was I blocked? I didn't even say anything. It's like, yeah, there's some person in there messing with the group. And I literally had to come in here. I've been an admin since day one and remove every moderator and then build it back slow because you get one wrong person, it messes the whole thing up.
Well, I was in the other convoy channels, like the Ottawa Plus Plus and the Ottawa Convoy, and they obviously have some sort of moderator infiltration problem with the trolls that they haven't dealt with yet, and it's just.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. It shouldn't have started me up until you were done. I'll let you finish.
No, you're good. Go ahead. I was just rambling about trolls.
Come zone. Only come inside.
Well, speaking of, their ears must have been burning. I have had one of the wildest trolls so far since being on here that I have come across. They genuinely helped people get to Ottawa. People met them. They were in the chat and everything for days and days, helped people do stuff. And then they were just talking with us one day, and we noticed that they started talking different in the way that they were talking, not like their voice or anything like that. And then they were like, yeah, haha, I've been a troll this whole time, and I'm leaving now, and left, and never came back. It was wild. It was wild, and it blew a lot of people's minds because they were like, wait a second, what? That was like a person. How? That was a troll? Yeah, it was a wild time.
Sparkle Mama, that wasn't Jerry Reed Services, was it?
Hey guys, Jesse wants to get the O Canada anthem going, so can we help her out with that? Jesse, you can start us off.
Sorry, Jesse, just before you start, it's 11 o'clock, guys. We're just going to shut down the text chat to make the workload on the mods and admins just a little easier. And yeah, sorry to cut you off, Jesse. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say there's a bunch of truckers out there with dildos in their asses, and I think.
Oh, Canada.
Nope.
Our home and native land.
Oh, Canada.
We stand on guard for thee.
Do any of you guys know the lyrics, actually?
So, I don't know if you want to call this insulting or just making fun of or making light of, but when I used to go down to Tracadie Sheila area in New Brunswick, and as I traveled down through the roads, everything was very proudly with red, white, and blue and the yellow star. Of course, the Acadian colors. So, me being my funny self, and I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, but I would talk to myself and do my little French accent in the truck as I was going down the road, and it sounded something like this. Hey, mon Dieu, là, I think there that everybody in the house, là, they get the free paint when you buy the house there. You buy the house, you go to Home Hardware, you get the free red, white, and blue with the étoile, là. Well, it's a competition, là, in the front yard to see who can paint the most craziest thing, là, in the front yard. Hey, mon Dieu, I see that all, the doghouse, the 79 Chevelle, oh mon Dieu, the colors are extrable, oh mon Dieu, mwah. Even the telephone poles, the first 6 feet of every telephone pole, red, white, and blue with the étoile, oh, sacre bleu, the culture is spread toute la place, là. Hey, mon Dieu, I can't believe that, là. The bone colors, oh yeah, sacre bleu. I think, like I say, the home hardware must give that paint for free, lah. It's thank you. You buy the house here. You put the paint on the front lawn there. You fill your boots, lah, with the paint. Go ahead, you paint whatever you want, lah. Chairs, the toilet, fill your boots, lah, like they say, lah. Yeah, I could keep going, but.
God keep our land.
Glorious and free.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. I'm so sorry for my voice.
En français maintenant.
Good job, everyone.
Thank you everyone so much. That actually made my night. That makes me keep my faith in this. And thank you everyone for being so awesome.
That's amazing, Jesse. You started something, and yeah, it was amazing to see everyone jump in there.
Yeah, good job, guys. You guys all have great voices.
Thanks, guys. That was really encouraging because from here on in, it's all going to be a mental game, and the amount of support that everyone's giving us, there's no way we're going to fail. So we just want to say thanks from all the drivers out here and wish you guys a great night and God bless.
Thank you guys for doing that.
It's a work in progress. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Just heard that Alberta is calling for Operation Bear Hug for the entire province.
What's that mean exactly, Trucker Vaughn?
Do they all get together and just give one giant big hug?
It's still warming to say, but I think they're going to actually go across the entire province and basically block off every entrance into the province, just like they're doing in Coots.
Sorry, guys. I would have sang, but everyone would have left. And maybe I'll beatbox tomorrow. Good night.
It's not too late. You can beatbox now.
I want to hear you beatbox.
Second that.
Third, bring it on, girl.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Kick it!
Come on, guys. You gotta let me warm up at least a little bit.
Well, you mentioned it, so.
Do it. Do it.
It's just a cliffhanger till tomorrow night.
Such a tease.
I'm not sure if this works or not.
I wanted to hear what she was going to say.
Yeah, she sounded like she was in trouble. I don't know. Maybe it's someone who needs food or a shower or something.
And everybody knows that this is not the chat for that. Playing music in the background, pretending to cry. We hear it all day long.
That's true. That's true.
If it's an emergency, they need a place to sleep, they need a shower, okay? There's police, there's firemen, there's lots of medical services all around. You don't pick up an app and ask random people from all over the world.
Wow, Snarf, you're complete.
Yeah, no, Snarf is totally on point, and if you guys spend a lot of time in here, the amount of people that, in quotes, run out of gas is insane. So he's, once again, we're on here trying to control things. We see it all, and we see it repeatedly.
It's crazy to think some of the schemes you wouldn't think of. You just have to take your time to figure it out. That's good calls, guys. You're doing it right.
I know with some of the other mods, I'm on here over 16 hours a day. I hear a lot.
Can I say one thing about Snarf is that you have a really quick trigger finger when it comes to these trolls. Good for you, man.
Amen. Snarf is quick. I just got to say what was said earlier about that troll he self-proclaimed troll, DJ. It was so amazing that he he actually said his views were somewhat changed after being in here and listening to us. That was crazy.
I agree, Snarf and Franz, you're doing a great job.
It's not just myself, it's all the mods put together. We work well as a team.
Yeah, to the guy that commented on the troll converting or whatever. That was the first time. Once again, I'm like Snarf, spent a lot of time on this app, and yeah, you don't see that too often. And it was nice to see where that guy left and was like, yeah, you know what? Those guys got some pretty good points over there.
Yeah, he's even telling you guys he loves you. Like, yeah, you converted one. That's a win right there.
Yeah, it was the first time Troll came in and said, yeah, I came to troll you guys, but after listening to you guys, I kind of like you. So that was good.
Yeah, that was awesome. He really seemed genuine too. Like he really was listening. That was cool.
Yeah, I think some are just like, they'll be like, okay, I'll put this out there and just see what they do. And they're ready to like react, but like just throw an argument against them and blocking them and see what happens. I don't recommend doing that for all of them because they're just looking for shit mostly, but sorry for the language.
Yeah, like not all you guys are bad, but you guys really need to do something about the honking of the trucks and just getting bad actors out of your team. Like they're there.
Thank Justin Trudeau.
It is kind of funny though if you pick the right ones and you let the trolls go. They either run out of steam, they have nothing else to say, or they hang in there and they're actually listening. It's crazy.
Yeah, because you're in cities that people we know live in, and we just care about the city. Like, you have to respect the city.
Call your local MP. Call somebody. Get somebody to tell somebody to move the truckers. And then we can have a...
MPs are useless. I'm calling you, because you're the one there.
The Australians are taking the caging bolts out by their air chambers so the wheels won't turn and nobody can tow their trucks.
Yeah, we just need to remove you, really. It doesn't matter. The trucks can stay. You can lose your job. We don't really fuck.
Aussie.
I left you some contact information to call somebody who might care. It's in the chat.
Yeah, and we all got to remember to these trolls, these people they feel alone. They're very alone, right? As much as, we're getting all close and building something and doing what's right, you got to remember these guys are alone, so.
Yeah, I am. Hey guys, I know a lot of them are kids. Back in the day, I did the same thing. I used to play jokes with all kinds of stupid stuff. I didn't do it to kids. It was more just horsing around. I just didn't understand the consequences. They just don't see how big it is. Converting them by talking.
Truckers are cool. Go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, I agree. Most of them are kids, and they're stuck in mom's basement, and they're alone, and they don't have any friends. It's their way of connecting. I don't feel sorry for them. I'm just saying, their frontal lobes are not fully developed, and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm sure these mandates are contributing to that too. Isolation, social interaction. It's taking a toll on everybody, causing everybody to change.
For the comment about Australia, I think that is absolutely genius. Sorry.
Please be mindful of the language. If the police aren't going to do anything about it, there's not much we can do either. So continue to collect evidence until we can get the police involved, please.
Look at all the hard work Rainbow's putting in. We love you.
Stop pinching the baby.
Yeah, that when I found out they were saying that in Australia, that was awesome. I was like, great job there, guys. One thing I noticed on all the other Convoy sites, I decided to join up with a few of them, is that they're waving the Canada flag like as if it's a symbol of freedom now. We've really made an impact on a lot of countries, a lot of people, and the whole world is watching us in terms of what's going to be the outcome.
Yeah, I can tell you that for sure from Texas, that you guys have made a big impact. We're watching, and quite frankly, we're jealous.
To make change now, this is a world, needs to be a world event. This is a machine. It needs a world event to stop it.
A tabernacle. Yeah, they put that on everything, la. I can't believe that, la. Yeah, sacre bleu.
It's already started. It's on rolling, and there's already convoys rolling in other countries. And you're going to see in the next few weeks or so, there's going to be a lot of trucks sitting at a lot of Parliament buildings. What'll be interesting to me is I guess they're going to try to block the Super Bowl. So that'll be interesting when people are not being able to watch the Super Bowl. Not sure if I agree with that one. I know Americans are very passionate about their football. That may discourage the overall population, so I hope that's not the case. That's just my inkling of my feeling.
I would say that's not the case. Probably half of Americans care these days about football, or at least professional football, because it's so woke, and with all the kneeling of our national anthem and everything, pretty much half of Americans have given up and don't even watch anymore.
Yeah, I'll take a Canadian football or Canadian hockey over football. That's what I was about to say. They won't let people sing the national anthem. They disrespected and stepped over our flag. That's why I think the representation of the trucks around the Super Bowl to shut it down is a great representation of we want America back, we want our values back, and freedom, and obviously with all that involves our anthem and so forth. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Never thought of that. I was more thinking about the passion of missing a Super Bowl or causing a disruption there, but that's a good point.
I watch it for the commercials and halftime shows.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, but now these days the commercials and the halftime shows are even super woke and super liberal, and it's kind of disgusting. It's hard to deal with.
Dag nabbit, you beat me to it. What creeped me out was those Halloween Twix commercials. That stuff was just messed up.
The Olympics is a bigger deal than what we do with that as a team, Canada and U.S.
Me there, I try, la. I was told there, I had the 11, the two ones, the 11 o'clock there at p.m. That's when the channel goes from PG to the adult. So that's this minute, 10 minutes to go. So there's no tabernacles or mon Dieus or too much there, because these enfants là, they have these these ears, tabernacle, Jesus, good Lord, these ears, and we have to be the good person là. We got to be the honest, true person. Not like I'm Trudeau là. Fucking Jesus, mon Dieu.
Amazing, Corey, how they do it, eh? Teams of threes, teams of fives, back and forth. They follow up. They're organized. I mean, yeah, I know. I wanted the trolls to hear how intelligent but how stupid they are at the same time. How we know that they work in teams of threes, fives. Sometimes, perhaps, when they're on a roll, they're up to 10. How they have, how they follow their conversations to wheel you in. But they don't know yet that we don't answer to stupidity, that we are about 20 steps ahead of them.
You guys have yourself the biggest tailgate party outside the Super Bowl, and nobody even go in to watch the game.
Yeah, I would agree that would be awesome, but unfortunately you have people watching it on their TVs at home. That's where all the money comes from.
I just wanted them to hear it. It's good to let them hear it sometimes.
Good night, truckers!
And everyone.
And everyone else, thank you!
We love you, buddy. Good night. See you in the morning. The truckers are, they're up there. They're honking their horns.
In the showers at Ram Ranch, big
There's that trigger finger again.
Trolls are so unoriginal.
Right? I was gonna say they all do the same thing. Like, at least when we were kids, we'd pull some original stuff. Come on.
I got a feeling a lot of them are actually the same person over and over again. However they're doing it, I don't know. But yeah, you're right. It's a lot of the same thing over and over.
Who's going to watch the Olympic hockey games between the Americans and the Canadians?
No way. Not watching the Olympics at all. Not buying into that China stuff.
I'll watch a USA-Canada hockey game down in Ottawa any day.
Yeah, I'm also not supporting the Olympics. Them having it in China is a huge conspiracy put on by the Chinese government. So you just watch out for that and watch for who you're supporting.
Does it even mean anything if they're not NHL players playing?
Some of them are NHL players playing, I think.
Some of them are ex-NHL players, but even then, probably our team will still give most of the teams out there a pretty good go, even without NHL players.
I agree with Jesse. It's beyond, like, every athlete will want to compete in the next Olympics, but China's, I don't want to reward them with I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not about the Olympics, but I'm totally down for, like, yeah, the U.S. versus Canada. Nice hockey game out there. Nice footage from whoever has the camera. And, yeah, that's the real deal. Some old school street hockey. Anyone from Canada, growing up, it's like, it was all about street hockey.
I would encourage you to get onto Facebook. There's some anti-2022 Olympics. Some really good groups on there with a lot of information on why you should boycott this Olympics. So I encourage you to stop watching.
I think the last place your moldable brain should be on is Facebook.
Yeah. Facebook, I've been kicked off of there for over 2 years. Every time if I were to sign in right now, it says you're indefinitely banned, whatever that means.
Yeah, how do you get indefinitely banned from Facebook? I didn't even know that was possible. Like, I've seen friends have, like, a month ban from, like, the most ridiculous comments, especially nowadays. They've, like, really gotten bad. But, like, a permanent ban? That's wild.
Well, because a lot of the information that a lot of people are seeing now, like, I've had a lot of stuff that was right when this was going, and they just got me for the long haul. And
Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. This message goes out to Neil. I didn't mean to block you, brother. It was meant for the one underneath you.
Yeah, if you post the Charter of Rights on Facebook right now, you get banned.
You guys, I've been trying to get banned for months.
well, I had a lot of stuff, footage from other countries at that time, and stuff that was going with China with their with the Uyghurs in that country when they were killing them. So Facebook didn't take too kindly to news of that. What is Facebook's problem anyway? They're not funded by the government like the rest of them, are they? I assume that they make enough money with ad revenue. They don't need to be, censoring things like they are, like the mainstream media is.
And they were saying that it's all racist people. But look at you sharing all the information around the world.
I think you can treat Facebook these days the same as MSM. It's all garbage. It's all trying to infiltrate your brain and make you think things that are not supposed to be thought,
Yeah, definitely. I don't use any of the mainstream media, and anyone out there that doesn't know, the couple apps I do use is Telegram. That's a great one. You have to download it right from the website, not the Play Store or Apple Store. Rumble, BitChute. Yeah, those are a couple ones right there that can get you some real good information and how I kind of woke up.
Rumble is growing quickly, and yes, I use Telegram too. I stay away from MSM.
Rumble is the GOAT for the truth,
Yeah, Getter is good too. GETTR.
Wait, are you guys telling me, like, CBC and Global News and all them is not real media?
That's exactly what we're telling you.
You knew that, you silly goose.
You're just brainwashed.
He's trolling. He's fake trolling. He's being Cute.
The Snarf, are you messing with us? Because like I feel you know this answer, but then like part of me is like, well, maybe he just doesn't know. You try.
No, I know he knows, and yeah, Rainbow, you might have to take this troll out and mute him.
He's joking. You must be joking.
Hey guys, it's Benny89 here. Just curious, I've been away for a couple hours. Is the other two channels still going? I'm getting nothing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of attacks from trolls going around all the different groups, so they're moderating it, they're editing it, they're just taking a break. They have to shut the voice communications off in order to do that.
Me trolling? What?
Alright, cool, thank you. I'm down in Peterborough right now, planning to come up for the weekend. Gonna be bringing some supplies for the truckers. Been talking to a few mods about it, so I just wanted to make sure everything was good.
Coming back, same thing. The same trolls, same people. They just really need to get a life.
Goddamn trolls, they got no life. Fuck them. I'm sorry. I don't know how you guys are doing that so fast. I don't even think my brain can actually connect to my fingers that quick.
Bye, Felicia.
It's finger training.
That Uyghurs thing is a conspiracy theory.
Fuck.
How do they, like, apparently they're starting to be able to hack the moderators' accounts and everything. How do they do that? I don't understand.
They're not hacking anything. The moderators in the other channels are just very generous with their moderation, and the trolls still have a moderator within their mod ranks. So I don't know.
No. I just want to say for the record, I've had my own phone been messed with since I've been here. So there's that.
Thing is, people give out too much of their personal information. Like for me, I created a brand new email for this thing. I don't have any of my personal information out on there. I have VPNs, so...
Yeah, I had not a clue what this app was really about until it was already too late. But that's okay. I think I got it all figured out anyways.
Yeah, me too. Especially when you're a woman. Very, very, very scary.
For anybody that has an iPhone, if you hit *#21#, it'll show you a read-off list to see if your phone number is being forwarded to a random phone number, like if a agency's listening into your phone or tapping into your calls or your text messages or your voicemails, and it'll give you a list. And if everything's disabled, then that means you're good to go and nobody's infiltrated your phone in that sense.
Very good call. How do I do that for Android, Ryan?
That I'm unsure of, but for iPhone, it's *#21#, and you just click call after that, and it'll say interrogation phone calls, and you just make sure to go down the list, make sure everything's disabled. But on Android, I'm not sure. You'll have to look that one up.
They're called short codes. You can Google them. They're different through every device, whether it be Samsung or it be Bell or Telus or Rogers. You just have to search the short codes for your specific device.
Good night, truckers. Thank you.
Just a word of caution when you are searching those. Use DuckDuckGo and don't use Google, because I've heard that if you Google it, some people have been putting fake short codes that are actually viruses, so you want to make sure you use DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you use DuckDuckGo or if you use Google. Just do your homework when you're putting in short codes into your phone. Because like Jesse said, I can make up a short code, put it out there on the internet, and if you use the short code, I can pull stuff off your phone.
There's a useful app for Android and I think iOS called, I just had it here, hold on a second. It's a browser.
I heard a couple of you guys mentioning some supplies you need on the ground. Are you looking for donations, and if so, what are they? I have a couple people interested in setting some stuff up with me this coming weekend. I would like to know what they actually need. Be great.
I think Rainbow has a list.
I posted the list in the chat.
Hey, Starf, I did the Starbomb 21, and what does that do exactly? Because it said disactivated for everything.
I have no idea what that code is. I have no idea what phone you're using. Like I said, Google it first before you put it into your phone.
The one that I did, the code is only for iPhones only. iPhones only, iOS, not Android or any other whatever. I don't even know if there's anything besides iPhone and Android, but if there is, it's only iPhone. That's what I use, and I check it often, and it works good. It's just to make sure that your phone number's not being forwarded to a random number, which can happen if somebody gets in your phone. You can verify that code, look it up on DuckDuckGo. It'll verify what I've been saying over here, so it is correct. It's nothing weird of that nature or anything.
Yeah, I used it, Ryan. Thank you. I just checked. Everything's good so far. I'm assuming I would see the phone number that it is being forwarded to if something was off.
Yeah, the only number that you should see when you do that code for the iPhone there is the number for your voicemail. So it's for call forwarding. So that way, if somebody gets into your phone, they can have any phone calls or text messages that you get sent to them instead of you. So by doing that, you can see which numbers your stuff is being sent to, but there should only be one number, which is just your personal voicemail number.
Yep, very helpful. Thank you.
Hey, are y'all able to hear me?
Steve, are you here in Ottawa, buddy? Are you in the convoy?
But there are a lot of short codes out there that do some pretty good stuff, some pretty neat stuff, but there are also other ones that have some nefarious intent behind them.
No, by the looks of things there, buddy, he's down in Hubly Central. Oh, sorry, Centerville, where the Hubleys live. They're my cousins, man. I know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to wrap up the end of the night here. There's what's called an ELT, or a fucking electronic logbook. Says that well, it doesn't say I gotta go to bed, but I gotta get up in the morning and deliver a load. So we're gonna finish up here with Bubbles. So Bubbles, any last words here before you venture off and do your next gig here? Well, buddy, just want to say that I had a outstanding evening here, and nice to be able to put the word out here to all these fine Canadians that they're up there in Ottawa doing their thing, and very proud. And well, maybe to get the word out, maybe more will come and join there on the weekend, and have another big bash and some more barbecue there, pissing everybody off down in Ottawa with the smell of nice barbecue going and stuff. And yeah, it's good to see the Canadian camaraderie's just outstanding, really. It's really nice to see. And but no, I just want to say good luck and best wishes to all those guys out there freezing their asses off there for good cause. But well, thank you very much, and you all have a good night and take care, buddy. Well, you guys have a good night there too, Bubbles, and you take care too. This is 79.9 Convoy East. Back at your rate with Marie with another fine song. Take care and have a good night. Peace out.
I just wanted to say I've worked in IT for about 12 years now. Short codes are literally what they say. They're like a short form link. A lot of nefarious actors use them to promote garbage because you can just send people a bit.ly link. If you want to protect your phone, Android or Apple, look on your app stores for Sophos Intercept X. They have a free, it's a very basic malware antivirus. If you think your phone's hacked, there's no app that'll fix it. If you think your phone's hacked, the best thing to do is wipe it. Especially Android, but I assume Apple's the same. It's a closed system, so less gets through, but maybe not. If you think your phone's hacked, just wipe it, reset all your passcodes. But
I was personally just wondering some of the Smurf what you thought about the hockey game.
Can I get you to repeat that thing to look for in the App Store, please, Druck Driver?
The problem with iPhones is they have a hack that actually implements itself into the operating system, which embeds itself into the code of the phone, which is very tough to get rid of, from what I hear.
that's not actually a thing. Android is like I was full Android for maybe 10 years, but I switched to iPhone. I hate myself for doing it, partially because I was so like, oh, Apple sucks. But like, there's something that's said for a closed system, and it's Sophos Intercept X. If you look up Sophos Intercept X, Sophos is a UK antivirus company. They're completely legit. They have this free app that like basically looks at the networks you're connected to and just like a very basic ground level. It's a free program. It's a ground level. Just check if everything's wrong. It won't catch everything. I've never seen a phone hacked beyond. I've never seen a phone hacked. Basically, like people who get hacked, their iCloud gets hacked or their Samsung Cloud gets hacked. Their phones don't get hacked. That just doesn't happen.
I'm just referring to like the backup emergency, like when your phone goes into like restore mode or anything like that, kind of like a partition on a computer where you have your recovery. This virus can actually get into that file system on the phone, which is derives away from the iOS system on the flash drive, and it will embed a code into that. And even if you delete your iOS, restore, it's still embedded into the phone. It's a very difficult and hard to remove virus that was going around for a while, and it was in penetrating phones, and it's very tough to get rid of. But I don't read up on a lot of that stuff anymore because they just keep coming out with new ones and new ones and new ones.
Hey guys, I work in corporate IT, and yeah, I mean, unless your phone's fresh, there's something on it. It's just the way it is.
That's literally not how it is, though.
I have a question, because, like, I do have a fairly new phone. What about Google accounts? Because, like, I had a whole business opened underneath of my name, connected to my Google account, and it wasn't even like it opened a new business. It claimed somebody else's business. Like, it went into my stuff and made it that it's my business now, and I'm so confused. So, like, and I haven't done anything different. I haven't gotten any new apps except for this. So, like, and we had a lot of problems, and we had just literally got rid of a mod that ended up not being a mod. So, yeah, I'm curious as you guys just chit-chatting away like this. So just spam me with your knowledge, please. Thank you.
Well, if I have your Google information, I can do whatever I want with that, right? It still goes to you, though, not to me.
There's an app I found the name of the browser. It's called Brave. It was talked about a couple days ago in the group. It's a anti-privacy app, very against tracking cookies and all that stuff. So it's pretty good. I've been using it for a couple days, and it's done quite a bit for me.
It's not an anti-privacy app, you dipshit.
Who do I talk to about fuel?
Yeah, that's just China making you feel good. You want to stay away from that. Brave? Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty brave.
When I was a kid, I did that 23andMe. So China already has all my DNA, and I didn't realize it at the time because I was only a kid. But now as an adult, I think that's the biggest mistake I've ever made. I bet you China has a replica of me somewhere in a freezer, and that makes me stay up at night every single night. It worries me.
Okay, I think everybody needs to calm down just a little bit.
Who do I talk to about getting fuel?
Sorry, not anti-privacy, for the privacy. It's called Brave, yes.
Jesse, I want to say your comment was great. I'm like sitting over here tearing up because you want to know what? Sometimes that is the wild things that as humans now get the enjoyment of thinking about.
That's like the ancestry DNA thing. That's a big nope.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas when I was like 17 or 18. I'm not really sure when it had first come out. And yeah, so now my DNA's somewhere and someone has it. So I don't know. I worry about it all the time.
There can only ever be one you. There can't be a replica of two people. So not to worry about that.
There absolutely is cloning. Absolutely. They've cloned sheep. Like they've like publicly cloned sheep before. You think if they've publicly in mainstream media cloned sheep and told us about this that they're not cloning people? I don't know. I that could just be a little out there, but that's what I think.
Please, let's not get on the topic of cloning sheep. We're losing focus.
Yeah, let's not use this channel for that, but I have a Telegram channel called the Truth-Tellers, and yeah, there's a lot of information, and I understand the big picture here, but what the truckers are doing is a good shot we have, and I'm behind it, and it's about the mandates, but yeah, everything you're talking about, there is a wild thing going on, but yeah, this chat isn't for that, so I'll post the link for my Telegram channel, and there's a lot of information there.
As I said time and time again, I think it would be truly awesome if the truckers did a Canada-USA hockey match. That would be awesome.
The last thing we need is more sheep anyway.
Exactly. I would love to be a part of that group. So yes, if you could post that, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much.
Can we talk about sheep in the Telegram chat?
No.
Absolutely, man. It's definitely anything goes over there. Obviously, we have a job to do here, and we've all been working super hard, and we love the support and all that. But yeah, I'll post the link, and yeah, there's a lot of great information. There's a chat usually always going on. I haven't been there because I've been over here, but yeah, happy to have you guys.
Sounds great. Thanks, brother.
Thank you for that, VJDD.
I'm just wondering where you're going to be posting it because the chat's closed. Are you able to open it up to put that in and then close it again?
Thanks, DD and Bubbles. I hope you have a good night there, buddy. Talk to you in the morning, bud.
I just posted it. Mods and admin, they can talk during the text being shut down. But yeah, there's the link for anyone that doesn't have Telegram. Sign up, join the group. Lots of, yeah, it's a big picture going on here, but we support the truckers and we want these mandates lifted, and all this other stuff that you were trying to bring up is over there, and that eventually has to be dealt with as well. So God bless.
Just before you start playing your music there again, Mary, I'm gonna take off for the night too, guys. I'm gonna get some sleep. I don't really know how much sleep I'm gonna get because these horns won't friggin' stop in my head. They're just a blast, and they've been blasting all day every time I get any moment of quiet. But anyways, I'm gonna go give my girlfriend a couple snuggles, try to cheer her up because I've been kind of ignoring her being on this chat so much tonight. But that's all right. She still loves me. Anyways, guys, we'll talk to you later. Have a good night. We'll see you in the morning.
I see it. Thanks.
I was the one who brought up earlier about the street hockey game out in front of Parliament. Did anybody, Smurf or any of them, have an opinion on that, or?
Yeah, if you're the one that brought it up, we all definitely agree that that's a great idea. I would love to see it, unfortunately, live streamed or on the computer, but yeah, if, you know, whoever's there, that would be an amazing thing to see. Get the flags and get the ref and do it up. 2 hockey nets. There's a ton of hockey sticks up there. I saw that when I was up there. So it was cool to see the hockey stick with the flag attached to it.
And before Marie starts up, if any of you have voice access and you do want to access voice and Marie's playing music, you are welcome to interrupt the music after about 20 seconds of it playing, and you can mic up. We have no problem with you interrupting the music to share something with us that's related to either telling us goodnight or giving us an update where you are, what you're doing, if you need help. Definitely interrupt if you need help.
Hey Corey, I know you said not to download it through the app, so I have the link that you sent up on Google Play Store, and it tells me to download it from there. Is that where I should download it from?
No, so yeah, that's what everyone should do. They should go download it from the site, so telegram.com or whatever, and download it directly from there. Because what happens, once again, with everything going on, when you get it from the Apple Store, Play Store, whatever it is, they have it like censored, so certain groups won't like pop up for you. You won't get like full access, like to make it simple. So yeah, my group's nothing to worry about, but yeah, it's just better to download it directly.
Okie dokie, thank you.
I just watched some photos here. It looks like a bunch of people donated some fuel, propane, and diesel oil for diesel, and brought all that up to the Coots border.
Amazing what the support has been around Canada in every way. I saw a couple protests, Toronto, Calgary. It looked like there was 100,000 people in the crowd. So it's not just all about Ottawa right now. There's a lot of people watching. They're doing their part, and hopefully we can keep doing it, and to the point where we're going to end the mandates provincially, but also federally.
The people have spoken. There's nothing they can do but do what we want them to do.
Are they holding the line at Coots, or are the government or the law enforcement forcing them to leave?
I'm reading right now on Rebel News. They have an article. It says Alberta tow truck companies refusing to assist RCMP in removing border blockade, and it's due to multiple reasons, including they don't want to lose support from their local communities, or they support the convoy themselves. Over and out.
That guy, what's good, buddy? Haven't seen you all day. How you been?
Yeah, I know I told the story already about Alberta, but so the RCMP moved in. They got a few truckers to agree and moved out, but then shortly after that, another convoy, even bigger in regards to the ones that left, came in and basically blasted right by the barricade, tractors and trucks. Now there's even more people there, and the RCMP basically backed off to the point where they need to go back to the drawing board. So absolutely, they're still holding strong, and they're being stubborn, and I love it.
I wouldn't mind hearing a little bit of Berry Picking Time by Great Big Sea.
Love it. Faith over fear.
You know, just hanging out, taking it all in, and trying to keep my opinions to myself, just like everyone else, I guess, and support the convoy.
I just watched a video. Bolivia was showing solidarity and support for Canada fighting for freedom today.
I called Citywide Tone. I live in Ontario. Well, and it sounded like the dispatcher's been getting calls all day, and they backed off. I just told her pretty well straight out, you don't want the tone industry to be like what happens here in Toronto and Barrie with what we had with, you guys know, don't need to explain it, but yeah, she was a little frustrated with all the calls coming in, and I think it was from right across Canada.
Power to the people.
I'm no troll. I'm 100% behind you guys. I work with the IBW, Local 353 out of Toronto, and I'm heading to Ottawa Thursday. I had to do my part as an ex-tow truck driver. It really frustrated me.
Love and support from Calgary, Alberta. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. We're going to send a big fat stack of cash to the GoFundMe.
Have they found what's her nuts yet that's behind the Go?
Am I the only one in here refreshing the GoFundMe page to see about that big stack of cash?
The goal is for you guys to hit 10 million by midnight Mountain Time, and you guys are right on schedule. I've done the math, and you guys are pulling in about 30 grand per hour, and that's been consistent.
I'm confused. Why did Snarf block Valley? Like, I don't know what Valleychik was saying. I don't know if that was a troll, but I think
It was a troll. She was asking about what's her nuts, which is Tamara Leach.
It's not often that they use a girl. It's kind of funny when they do.
Well, that really bothered me last night. There was a bunch of truckers in their trucks, like, asking about the GoFundMe, and all the other channels were blocking them and asking. And I know the channel moderators aren't responsible for the GoFundMe, but it's just like it's bothering a lot of people, I think. And we shouldn't just ignore it. Like, I know it's not the most. I know it's.
Druck, what's going on? Are you turning on us or what? We're trying to keep things positive, man.
I believe, I looked it up, I believe the GoFundMe already is in the top 10 largest GoFundMes ever, and it has quite potential to be in the top 5.
That's the information I want to hear. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Trucker Vaughn. That's wicked.
It's about 30 grand an hour, like clockwork.
I remember seeing it at 5 million on Wednesday, so it's been climbing significantly.
Yeah, I would say I've been watching it very closely. I actually was able to raise over $50,000 myself, and it's been averaging roughly about $1 million a day right now. So the longer this goes on, the more they're just going to make.
Did you guys hear that France has started to lift its restrictions?
I did not hear that. I've heard multiple, countries worldwide are definitely watching, following suit. And also, just to bring peace to everyone, I've heard multiple times from multiple good sources when I was down in Ottawa and just in these groups or whatever, that they have accountants and lawyers handling this too, right? So to bring it to one lady that's tied to it, it's like most things in life. There's a group of people working behind the scenes, making sure everything runs smoothly, and takes care of business.
You sound like a white nationalist piece of shit. Shut the fuck up and go back to where you came from.
Ooh, somebody got under his fucking skin. Sorry for the cursing.
And that right there, Druck, is why I'm usually quick on the draw. But people like to hear them speak.
That was almost as nasty as the response one of those trolls had when I was talking about what Australia was doing with the casing bolts to keep the wheels from turning on the trucks.
I'm an IT guy, not a trucker. Can you please explain to me what casing bolts do?
Basically, the casing bolts on the truck just keep your nuts intact so they're not out being wild,
Freddy reaction was really something. What the hell? Sorry. What was that?
Yeah, I'm a steam fitter, man, so I would love to hear someone explain that too. I've seen the video, and yeah, if a trucker or someone could explain what they're doing when they go under there and take that out and what happens, I'd appreciate it.
I heard Alex Jones sent his lawyers in too.
I know we're not supposed to entertain them or feed them, but sometimes it is funny just to let them run out of steam and hear what they have to say, because they don't have much to say.
Sorry, were you guys saying caging bolt or casing bolt?
Caging bolt.
A caging bolt is basically for the brake chamber, so when you have a broken spring in the chamber, you put the caging bolt in to release the brakes until you can get it repaired.
Picking berries at old Aunt Mary's when I picked a blushing bride. As we strolled home together, I just wondered whether I could win you forever if I tried. Then in love's suggestion, I popped the question and asked you to be mine. By your kisses I knew you picked me and I picked you at berry picking time.
I don't think that's the proper explanation. I could be wrong, but I think they're taking something off that's already there. So, not sure if that's a troll or not.
I know when you install a new brake chamber, what can happen is people will put the caging bolt on the side so that when the brake chamber breaks, they can just put the caging bolt.
That actually checks out. That's not a troll.
somebody help to explain how that helps the truck not to be towed.
Probably okay to leave that a mystery for now.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Good point.
I was the guy who brought up about the hockey, but there is a truck driver running low on fuel, guys.
Uh-oh.
Where did everybody go?
I don't know. It just got really quiet.
I went to learn about caging bolts.
Maybe that's where everyone else went.
I think so. Yeah, I think I blocked. Sorry, I blocked that guy, and I think he was right. So that's my fault.
I think when they say caging bolts, they're trying to refer to hub steps. They pretty much just make it so the wheels don't spin on the truck.
This is me again explaining about the caging bolt. I am a diesel mechanic. So what was the question you guys had about it?
We all kind of saw a video where like the truck driver went under the wheel well and was like, "Hey, pull this out," and this thing won't move when they show up. So we were trying to figure out what the guy's doing and what's that all about.
So from my understanding is basically so he was basically just trying to lock his brakes on, removing the caging bolt so that the tow truck driver, whoever, can come in and say, well, you can't move your truck because your brakes are locked on.
That would work.
They call it a step in the industry.
Makes perfect sense when you explain it like that. I'm sorry, guys, and I'm sorry to the person I blocked. I get trigger happy too. I'm not as quick as Snarf, but I click at the odd time.
Problem, I understand.
I think we need a competition between you and Snarf to see who's actually blocking them first.
You can also put some chains around the tires. I've seen a few people doing that too, but that won't last long.
Any of you guys who are in Ottawa right now, any vandalism like with your tires and like nobody slashed them or anything like that? It's been intact so far?
Have you ever tried to slash a big rig tire? It's very hard.
Yeah, and anyone that was down in Ottawa, it really isn't. It's the complete opposite of the media. It was all love, just people, everyone just sick and tired and dancing in the street. I don't know, it was wild.
I've been watching live streams of the whole thing for like 4 days now. You guys have been awesome. The media lies, we all know that, but I also know that there are a lot of people who don't agree, and we don't want to see them damage your guys' vehicles.
I just think there's way more people coming together wanting freedoms to protect children and do the right thing than there is people that they can kind of bring in to be disruptive, right? Look what they do. They put a couple people and try to make like some statue or whatever, and it's like, I was down there all weekend. Why didn't you guys like film any of that? Like, just to, there's children and everything. I bought a bunch of glow sticks and handing them out. There was kids and families everywhere just celebrating, wanting this to be over. Happy that these truckers, for some reason, all came together and showed up there and are honking horns.
You could also, too, is take the caging bolt out, take a little block of steel and put a little couple tack welds over the hole and just leave it there, get a little Miller welder and just wheel it on by.
The true story is peace, love, and unity, and that's where we're going. They just haven't realized it yet, but they will.
What you do is just take the signal line off the air compressor so it won't build.
Now, my question. Are all these things that you guys are talking about to not make the move, are these able to be undone for when you guys need your trucks back?
100% yes.
Oh yeah, tack weld, little tack weld. It'll just be enough to where they can't put a bolt through, and then you just go under there, zip it on by, and take the block of steel off, and you're good to go.
From what I understand, I saw the video, I think they basically removed the bolt, and the problem is there's not enough warehouses with enough bolts to supply to be able to fix them if they remove all their bolts. That's what I understood from the video. I saw a longer version of it, but hey, I could be wrong.
Well, that's why I said you obstruct the hole so they can't put another bolt in by just getting a little block of steel and a little tack weld on there. You can just wheel around a Miller welder and just be 2 seconds.
Oh, I hear you. Sorry.
Do is just adjust the brakes and just jam the slacks on.
That's a good one.
I've seen some people take off their wheels on a live stream. Took off their wheels and put on a sheet of wood or something.
Awesome.
These are some pretty ingenious ideas. I just want to say that.
There was a truck driver looking for fuel, and I didn't hear anybody answer him. I'm just bringing it to someone's attention. Thank you.
Yeah, Thunderwolf, we mentioned it before. When you're on this channel for hours at a time, like some of the moderators and admin, you get that a lot. And if you're running out of fuel, you're not going to come on to Zello and try to reach out to some random strangers all around the world. So there's tons of fuel down there. There's always CAA. There's many options.
So all is peaceful right now in Ottawa? Everything's good?
Yeah, we have like 2 admin that are down there right now, and it basically comes down to like supplies and just making sure everything gets in because there's a struggle to try to get the stuff into the guys. But yeah, the list is there: propane, um, shovels, stuff like that, because there's a storm apparently coming, and they're not really participating or helping those guys out.
Yeah, they've even got diesel brigades formed so that they can take jerry cans full of diesel to the truck drivers. Those participating in the protest as well as those that aren't participating in the protest. So they're really doing a good job at organizing boots on the ground to get all these supplies out to the truckers and to the cars and four-wheelers and stuff like that that are either in the convoy or stuck in it.
Good night, Snarf. But yeah, they're definitely asking to bring wagons and stuff like that. And I think it comes down to even me being there. It's always going to be way busier on the weekends. And I just think that everyone coming up this weekend and coming in, yeah, bring whatever you can. Bring wagons, bring shovels, bring the supplies. Because, a lot of us are going there and unfortunately having to leave to deal with work, kids, whatever it may be. But there is people staying there 24/7 for a while, and it's like, yeah, they need to be taken care of. So
I was wondering, is there a way I could reach out to drivers to find out if there's any repairs that are needed?
I think it comes down to, like, if you were going to Ottawa, and we can definitely make it. I could talk to one of the people that are down there on the ground level, but I'm not too sure about en route and stuff like that because it's hard to see who's real and who's not.
Hey guys, with the snow coming in, would it be helpful if we offer anyone a Cleveland steamer?
Okay, that was kind of good.
The funny part was is he came off so mellow when he said it too, but that was still messed up. Shouldn't be saying that in here.
True.
Yeah, like I said, guys, I got a Telegram channel, there's a chat there. There's tons and tons of videos, information, and yeah, we can definitely have different discussions, but here, yeah, you can't be talking like that because there's kids that are going to wake up in the morning and be listening in, wanting the horns, and parents or phones or, they're on, so we got to be respectful. And we got to remember that we got to, fight this. We got to be coming together here, doing whatever we can.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
So that's a no on the Cleveland steamer.
Hard no.
I'm sorry, Fraz. I saw that coming a mile away right after what you were about to say. I knew someone was going to chime in like that.
I had no idea what Ed Shore meant. Just throwing that out there. And every time I do something, someone comes in like that, and I go to click, and it doesn't work.
You guys are wild.
I was just watching a live stream of Canberra. They're starting to come along with good numbers too.
Pittsburgh Bladder.
100% H Boots. 100%. She does it well.
No guarantees, but I mean, go ahead. Do your best. We're hoping for you, kiddies.
Thank you, truckers.
Big Mac truck right in the.
Hey, yeah, I was told there was going to be snacks at this presentation.
Hey guys, I think we're gonna close down the chat for the night. We'll be back open in the morning. I just posted the link to my Telegram channel. There's a chat open right over there. That's uncensored. If you guys want to come check that out before you go to sleep or whatever you're doing, I'm gonna close this one definitely down. But if you want to head over there and yeah, there's tons of information. I'll have the chat open for anyone that comes. And yeah, I got to close it down for the night.
Thank you so much. I hope all you guys have a great evening.
For everything, sleep well.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Good night, everyone.
Peace. Sleep well, everyone.
Thank you, Maria. Play the tunes, please, unless there's an emergency or there's information to be forwarded. Did we go silent? Any mods on here?
Undercooked baby pig penises. Help my dogs get a huge.
Absolutely, J Frame loves a bit of Tom.
She fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity gossip. Religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, barricade a She fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity gossip, popular meat quotes, black labs, white labs, which labs mean most?